I and many members of my caucus applauded the governor in making this what he called the year of education, and certainly education reform. Many of the proposals the governor has put forth are things that both the House Republicans and Senate Republicans have put forth for years, and we agree with many of it. Certainly, first and foremost, reforming the teacher tenure system. The governor has put forth a thoughtful program. I know there's going to be a lot of discussion with most of the stakeholders, but that issue is front and center, and we are in agreement with the governor on that. We're also in agreement with greater resources for charter schools, the turnaround school startup program that the governor has put forth. We are very much supportive of that, and school certification reciprocity we are supportive of. There are areas, however, where we disagree with the governor. Money for these reforms, again, as I said at the outset, considering the budgetary uncertainty that we have, should be in lieu of and not in addition to what we have currently budgeted. It is our job to reprioritize in making those modifications during this mid-year to make sure we can afford and pay for these reforms, but we have to do that by reprioritizing and doing it at the expense of other programs. What programs would those be? We have historically suggested many. That is a legislative function and a legislative function to discuss which ones that we have to put lesser on our priority list in favor of the education reforms. We are opposed to the governor's program, which in essence is forced regionalization. The governor has said that any school district that has 1,000 or less students and spends more than the state required minimum will face a penalty of $100 per student in the first year, $200 per student in the second, $300 in the third, and on goes. There are many, 43 municipalities, I should say 43 school districts, some of them regional, that have 1,000 or less students. 31 at least will be affected by this provision. Instead of using incentives to encourage and find innovative ways for communities to regionalize their services, this is forced regionalization. We do not think it is the appropriate way to go. Also, in this year of reform, we are dealing with an ECS formula that was started in 1988. It is over a generation old, and many people have for years, most loudly I'd say, our two caucuses said, the formula does not work. We believe that the governor's proposal to tweak the formula is just that. It is a tweak and not a reform. It continues to measure wealth to the detriment of cities. When you have to tweak and create various other grant programs to make things just, that is the best evidence that the base formula is broken and we need to fix it.